smiling bright. We are here to watch Clowntown Chronicle. We are here to watch Clowntown Chronicle.
I love show business, don't you?
There's no greater business than show business.
That's right. I love making podcasts, don't you? It's like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I told Adam no irony about the technical difficulties we were having before the show, and then I just went right for it.
You just brought it up.
I did. I just brought it up.
Speaking of which, how do I sound? Can you hear me laughing? Ha, ha, ha.
Yes, because the whole thing, the whole reason that we decided we were going to try something new was so we could hear Adam's joyous, gnomish laugh.
Yeah, it sounds like this.
Yeah, exactly. He's been laughing like that the whole time, and you guys were missing out.
Yeah. So, yeah, we tried that whole new platform. That was a disaster. And then now I've just turned off all my noise cancellation on my mic. So now it doesn't sound like Aaron's laughing alone.
Yeah, well, it's really important for keeping up the energy of the show. You know, to make sure that I'm not over here just laughing alone in my apartment that almost got blown away by a tornado. Speaking of, if you're from the Jay Burton Show, welcome. I had a lovely time with your boy. He was cool, and we're going to do it again. Did you listen to that interview?
I haven't yet.
You traitor.
You see, I only have so many hours in a day, you know, unlike most people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just barely able to finish the latest clown-based life forms.
Oh.
Which I thoroughly enjoyed. The Yakub movie is the greatest thing I've ever seen since The Shape Store.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, the Yakub movie is a spiritual Shape Store.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. It is the foundational myth of the Shape Store. Yeah, Newsfest is Newsfest and I. We do a pretty fun show. I really enjoy it. And speaking of, everybody should be aware that Newsfest is going to be on with Oren McIntyre next week. Well, actually, it'll be this week. I believe it's on Wednesday. It'll be live. Try to show up. Show our boys some support.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a big show.
Who Oren McIntyre is, but he does sound like a surly guard you would run into in a D&D campaign.
Yeah, well, that's basically what he is. He's Glenn Beck's surly guard, but he's reaching an influencer handout and pulling us little guys up. But there's no more deserving guy than Newsfist. Every time I hear people like, "When are you doing another thing with Newsfist?" and I'm like, "Oh, you know, soon." Clown-based Life Forms is a stream that Newsfist and I do weekly. And it's a lot of fun. We talk about some really, really crazy shit. And we're a good combo because I know nothing about geopolitics. My expertise is in PR and media. So we're a good team. He can be like, something over here is happening in Israel. And I'm like, oh, well, I watched the news about it and it looks like things are going poorly. But that's a topic for later in the show. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since we spent a lot of time on Israel, but this week, man, I don't know. There's a lot of business going down, and it is sort of becoming my hypothesis that the strategy to defeat a very noisy enemy that likes to talk a lot and gets everything wrong and is super annoying is to just let them talk. Just let them talk, you know? Let them do all the interviews they want, all the podcasts they want. Just let them talk. And everybody will be like, can you shut up? And then when
Yeah.
finally you drag that screaming child by the ear out of the Chili's on a Sunday night, everyone cheers.
It kind of feels like we're at that part of a comedy act where the stand-up comedian realizes that he has bombed.
Hmm.
And he's just trying to make more jokes about airline food. And we're like, no, we heard that one.
Yeah.
I'm like, you suck.
The big shepherd's crook is coming out from the side of the stage, going to grab him by the neck. Yeah. But it's like, speaking of hack frauds, did you realize we're hack frauds, Adam?
I could have guessed.
Okay, so somebody posted in Newsfist group chat this week a link to one of the coolest video archives I've ever seen. And
Okay.
specifically, I was directed toward the origin of our show, the Clowntown Chronicle. Do you want to see?
Yeah, please explain.
So this is this right here. Let me see here. This right here is great granddaddy Clowntown. Okay?
Oh God.
This is real.
Good afternoon, boys and girls, and welcome to Clowntown, USA. And now from Cabot,
Horrifying.
Yeah, I know.
Arkansas, let's have a big hand for everybody's favorite, Candy the Clown.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll turn it down. I didn't expect the canned child laughter.
Oh, this would be in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Cabot, Arkansas. Hey, we're sure happy to be up here today doing our Clowntown, USA show right out here at the Cabot.
We're frauds, Adam. We stole from this man.
Yeah, well, you stole from this man.
I know.
I didn't start the show.
You know what? Listen, if this ship goes down, you're coming with me, you son of a monkey.
Well, at least you didn't steal his costume.
How do you know? There's no video cameras on this show.
This is what's been going on the whole time. Every time you record, you put on this outfit, this weird blue clown wig, and I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, I mean, every time I start the show, I have several children stand in front of me with a shower curtain rod with 3 rolls of toilet paper.
Stop. Quit while you're ahead.
You're right, I should.
City Park, isn't this a great little place to do a television show? Don't go away, boys and girls. There's lots more fun coming your way on Clowntown, USA.
That's it.
Hard cut photography studio.
Actually, I do think they go back. This is just an ad for a photography studio.
Just the right smile. Come by and let us help you with your selection.
Man, do you remember when TV sounded like this?
Yeah.
Are we
Do you
cooked?
remember when? What?
Said, are we cooked?
How? Because TV doesn't sound like this anymore?
Yeah, it means we're old, Adam.
Oh, well,
It's
that's
over
just
for
too
us.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
That's Kim Bob Studio, 106 North 1st in Cabot. We are going to meet some special pals.
There he is. You were afraid he was gone, but he's back.
It's the worst clown makeup ever.
I was going to say, and now that we're in the close-up, you can see how lazy this is, right?
Well, it looks like it's melted off his face.
Yeah. And the
Or like-
makeup. The makeup isn't bright enough. He just looks like he had a really good time, like, eating a tomato.
Yeah.
You know?
It doesn't look like, you paint the red makeup so it looks like you're smiling all the time, but it just looks like he's like a weird Joker Batman combo.
Yeah. This is budget. This is the best Arkansas can do. For shame.
Some special pals from right here in Cabot. Well, what have you been up to lately that's been lots of fun?
Nothing really.
Nothing special, huh? Well, thank you for being...
Nothing special, huh?
That's me when I go into work and everybody's like, "How was your weekend?"
Nothing special, huh?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Well, thank you for being on Clowntown, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
And then whatever the hell this is comes in. People were a big fan of puppet shows back then because you could set them up in a public access television studio.
Where's
Right.
the Jesus angle?
The Jesus angle.
This is in the South.
Oh, you're right. It's Bible
It's a
Belt.
performance. There's got to be some kind of Jesus in it.
Oh, he comes back. He comes back. Look. Red alert. Red alert. Red alert.
Till we see you again on Clowntown. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye. Bye-bye.
Wow. You know,
What a blast.
that's one thing I did mention on the Jay Burden show. I was like, yeah, people don't take people take for granted now that there was a time when a camera was a special thing and you could get an entire town full of children to come and sit on a playground and talk to that. Does that not look like something out of like a horror movie
Yes.
with the interlacing and all that stuff? Oh my gosh. Oh man. If you slowed, you want me to slow it down? I'll slow it down. We'll see how creepy this gets.
See you again on Clowntown. Bye-bye, everybody.
He looks like some kind of retarded Cossack from the back.
He does, doesn't he? It's the fur hat. It's the red star or something. I don't know.
God. Oh man. Yeah, you just like a found footage film. You're like in the woods, you peer around a tree and this guy's there and he's like, "We're here to watch." Yeah, it won't be long. We can use AI to make our own Clowntown Chronicle analog horror.
Oh, dude, we could do it tomorrow. I mean, I bet now that Tom is hearing all this, Mr. Old Zeke Buckaroo, I bet he'll try to come up with something like this, though his specialty is more like music and stuff. I don't know if he does a ton of video. But if I had the raw stuff, I could absolutely add like the interlacing effect that makes this look so creepy. But it's also the fact that they're all facing the sun, so they're like squinting. Like he's squinting. That is the face of a man who is 50-something years old and puts on clown makeup. Ooh. Yeah.
Clowns are weird, dude.
Yeah, dude. I know. It's a special thing. And imagine my marketing genius was like, yes, I'll name the show Clowntown Chronicle because everybody likes clowns. That's exactly what this man was thinking. And look where it got him.
It is very strange when I search for the podcast. I get all these podcasts like specifically made by and for clowns.
Yeah, that's a branding error.
And ours is like all the way at the bottom underneath podcasts that have more subscribers than us.
Yes, to find the secret comedy podcast, you have to traverse the sea of forgotten clowns. Climb the tree of the YouTube algorithm.
I mean, if that says something, we're more of a niche audience than professional clowning.
That's sad.
For the love of the game.
All right. Well, we should get into some of the slop here. I have some funny ones, of course. We tend to be know-it-alls, us podcasters. Yep. And, one of the things I was thinking about is like how I used to be and probably still am a little bit, but definitely not as bad. A kind of a film know-it-all.
I mean, you still are.
Yeah, but like in a did you know that they're wizards and this is all MK Ultra kind of way? Not in that like smarmy, well, I thought Dick Van Dyke's performance in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was lacking. Did you know this trivia behind the scenes about Dick Van Dyke? You know?
Yeah.
This guy,
less of that.
I know you know people like this.
Why are they always playing football on the TVs here? Like, can we please put on a movie with a female lead? Like, but those tons of examples, but like, come on. Oh no, because all the guys here are loving it. Do you see them? They're like obsessed. You're not on the team, guys. Get a life. And look, they're all like drinking beer. I have an orange wine. It's like, great drink, guys. You really are such manly men. Like, I don't know. But like, girls like guys like that.
You know, the difference between me and this guy is sometimes I wish I could be into sports.
Oh, me, 100%.
Yeah, because then you could have like, it's the easiest way to burn 30 minutes talking to somebody. It's just, what'd you see on the TV about the game with the ball? And then they'll just go. And, you can throw back, well, I think that this trade was bad and they should have, thrown the ball here or something like that. It's the easiest way to kill time and like get men to just like, oh, he seems cool. But when you don't connect with sports, this is basically us, dude.
That's the sad part. And then good guys like me always get passed over. So eventually you just get used to it. I hope you're enjoying the game, guys, because everything in society seems to go your way. So let's have your game on the TV, and let's not have any of those amazing films with female leads that I like on the TV. Let's definitely do what you guys want. I think I'm going to step outside and cool off for a second.
I need to be drinking orange wine while doing this show.
That's very specific.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what he said. He said, I'm just here with my orange wine, and you idiots, you Gentiles over here, you're drinking your beer swill, your beer slop.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish I was into sports because, like you said, it's a good conversation piece. You can get autistic about it, like with stats and like track records of certain players, trades, all that stuff. I could see why that's interesting. It's just unfortunately like I don't find it that amusing. And I wish I did because it would help me connect better with my fellow Gentiles.
Yeah, unfortunately we're like autistic podcasters and it's already over for us.
Oh.
I mean, this is more our speed right here. Like this one came out this week. This was great. This guy wins a fight. They put Jesus Christ up on the thing. Joe Rogan's there with him. And what does he say?
Alex Pereira, I want a shama on your mama. And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right?
Yeah, that's more our speed.
It's only because Joe Rogan's the ref.
It's so sad to know that you're laughing and not be able to hear it.
It's laughing? Wait,
yeah,
what?
oh, sorry. You haven't been laughing? Oh, sorry. It sounded like it was cutting you out like Zoom does.
Oh.
It's too bad. We gotta straighten out our technology game over here. We got all the right equipment on the back end. It's just the software. The software is where things get scary because they don't have dials and buttons and lights. You can't. It's all in your head. It's in the computer.
Just calm down and meditate on Michelle Obama's masculinity.
Oh yeah,
It will activate your sympathetic nervous system.
Yeah, I could really use a drink. How about this? This right here. This is one of the ads that I saw. Wilhelm Cold Brew. We make really expensive cold brew aged in oak barrels for weeks, not days. No alcohol, no sugar. Every Friday, an email gets sent. No other way to purchase. Link gets sent our email list and only to the list. Gone in minutes. Get on the list. Be insufferable about the coffee you drink. You've earned the right. What is this? Oh, that's right. It's cold brew that looks like whiskey. Because
$50 a bottle.
$50 a bottle. Yeah, because this is you, man. Like, this is what it means to be a grown-up 35-year-old person who had to stop drinking because their tummy hurt in the morning. Right? That's what this is. Oh, yeah. This is exactly the same as having a nice whiskey, but you can't because your wife won't let you. Now, isn't that sad? Oh, yeah.
I'd love to read some of the marketing for this.
Oh, you want to? I'm sure there's some copy on the site.
How do you justify charging $50 for a bottle of cold brew?
We may just have to join the email list to learn anything because, it's so exclusive. I can't click on any of these. It's just
garbage website.
It's terrible. Miss Producer's sitting here. She's giggling because she develops websites for Facebook stuff. I'm joking. She's frowning at me. I shouldn't have said that.
Go to their heritage story here.
Oh man, we need like old person music. That like background like violin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to get copyright struck. You need one of those like slow fiddle or violin pieces from like a Civil War documentary. Wilhelm.
This is, yeah, go ahead and read it.
Wilhelm, our great-great-grandfather, crossed from... Should I sound like old and masculine for this? I should probably do that. Yeah.
You should sound like the pace salsa guy.
Our great-great-grandfather crossed from Norway with his wife and 3 sons, chasing the simple promise that hard work could turn one life into another. 5 more sons followed, 8 in all. He set up at 273 Court Street, Brooklyn. First making gloves by hand, then turning the same shop into... He was a glover?
What the hell does this have to do with coffee? They just wanted to put an old-timey date on the website so they look like they have a story.
Yeah.
That's it.
Instead of...
He started by making gloves.
Instead of, since 1897, they had to say, Wilhelm, 1897.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh,
yes,
wait.
We had grandparents.
We had grandparents who had to make ends meet. He first started making gloves by hand, then turned the same shop into a music studio where every boy was taught to play. That's what aging an oak does, too. What? Coffee enters the cask as one thing, sits with the wood and the ghost of bourbon for 90 nights, and comes out as something the beans could never have imagined for themselves.
What?
Beans don't have imagination? What is this Willy Wonka garbage?
I think we have to buy some.
Oh, no. I'm not paying for this. And I'm definitely not getting on their stupid email list. Oh, yeah. 750 milliliters. Yeah, they're like, replace your alcohol with caffeine. Yeah, buddy, I'm sure that serves totally the same purpose. If you're like Gen Z, talk about a target audience problem.
Yeah, there's nothing I love more than hanging out with a good book and a cigar at 9 o'clock on a Friday evening and drinking caffeine.
Yeah, that's such boomer stuff. Boomers love that. I've never figured that out, where they'll drink coffee at night. Maybe I'll understand in 20 years, you know?
They're built different.
Yeah. Next drop.
I drink coffee after 3 p.m. and I'm like, I can't sleep.
Look at this.
It's still in my system.
Yeah. There's a countdown.
5 days, 17 hours,
They
0 minutes.
So yeah, they must have figured out that this is the kind of thing I like. You want to pay $49 for coffee?
Oh, God. This is not hard to do.
Dude, no.
You make cold brew, you put it in a cask, you wait 90 days, and then you sell it for $50 a bottle.
Right.
Oh, I'm guaranteed the shipping is not free.
Oh, of course not. Less than 100 bottles gone in minutes. Unbelievable.
Stupid.
No, this is not for us, right? We're normal people, right? So this is what we get. You hear about this well, not this guy. This looks like an interesting story, but this isn't the clip. The fried apple pie from McDonald's.
They're frying it now?
Yeah, well, it's actually coming back, right?
Oh.
I think I'd rather watch this story, whatever this is. This guy in a freaking tack vest capturing a hawk.
It's like tactical Santa Claus.
Yeah.
It's America's dessert, and for the country's 250th birthday, McDonald's is bringing back their original fried apple pies. The fried pastry with piping hot apple filling is returning to Mickey D's for the first time in more than 3 decades. It was replaced with a baked version in 1992. Fried apple pies will be available at most McDonald's starting June 23rd.
So it's the same thing that you would already get. It's just dunked in the fry oil, right?
I suppose. I guess it would make it crispier on the outside.
Yeah. Potentially.
I mean, I thought that like the baked ones were sort of a air fry because they were in like sort of a metallized box when you throw them in the microwave or whatever.
Yeah, it was like a Hot Pocket box.
That was what we did, right? Was you'd throw them in a microwave.
Yeah. That's how you heated them up.
I don't remember if it was a special oven or something. I only made them a couple times.
Limited time, not the healthiest thing, but it's our 250th birthday, Judy.
It's back for a limited time, so enjoy.
What McDonald's is that? It's like a fire station.
It's either Carmel, Indiana, or I don't know, Americana, USA.
That is the saddest thing. All that brick spent on a Mickey D's.
Didn't we watch a video about a McDonald's that was built in a mansion?
No.
Oh, that must have been just me. Yeah, there's one apparently that's like, McDonald's wanted the real estate, so they just bought this mansion and then put a McDonald's in it.
Isn't that just Richie Rich? Richie Rich. What a throwback, right?
Careful when you bite it.
That's hot.
So hot. Yeah.
Here's what you're not.
Well, here's the truth, Adam. Are you ready?
Oh God. All right.
Okay, so this is the ingredients list.
Here's what you're not being told about these McDonald's apple pies. They're made with about 30 different ingredients. A lot of them are toxic, but the one that we want to pay attention to is this.
Hang on. Locust bean gum?
Never heard of that.
Locust bean gum. Is that what I think it is? Is locusts and beans?
I guess locust bean is a type of bean.
I prefer to believe bugs because of the whole eat the bugs, live in the pod thing. Eat the bugs out of the pod. You just bought a fried apple pie from McDonald's.
Dough conditioner.
That comes in a pod.
Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna focus on this L-cysteine, which just sounds a little too much like cyst for me to want to put it in my body. But I admit I'm not a food scientist, so
Conditioner. Now I'll go slow here so you can kind of pause it if you want and look at some of the health concerns of each of these bad ingredients. But let's go over this dough conditioner, and it's right here. Derived from synthetic sources, human hair.
It's hair. You have hair in your fried apple pie.
Animal feathers or industrial production.
Yeah.
So are they using the version with human hair at McDonald's right now? They don't always use synthetic. They use the real human hair version. According to the most recent detailed inquiry by a vegetarian group, this is in 2025. This is recent. McDonald's confirmed that they are using their apple pies are using hair from dog hair, human hair, and poultry feathers.
Well, hog hair, big difference. We wouldn't want to besmirch the good name of the Golden Arches, right? So it's definitely not dog. It's hog hair. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Why is this guy acting surprised?
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't do this every week like we do.
Fair enough.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that's our first slop clip of the day, except for the fake coffee booze. How about Cheetos? You want to look at Cheetos? See what's in those?
Sure.
All right, here we go. This is what's inside your little bag of flaming hot Cheetos.
Let's see what's inside.
Cornmeal.
Mm-hmm. Corn oil. Mm-hmm. A lot of it. Another oil, canola oil. I see nothing wrong with this. This is all just vegetables, right?
I don't think she's measuring how much she's putting in this beaker.
That's true. She doesn't have any measuring cups. Sunflower oil. So that's wow. Are we sure that's the right proportion? It feels like it. It's a lot of oil. Okay, she measured out the salt at least.
I mean, she could have. She just has it in a separate container.
It's true. Whatever this maltodextrin, yeast extract, monosodium glutamate, citric acid, red 40. There it is. Oh, man. I hope she makes them, like she takes this glass and pours it into a dish. Sodium diacetate, buttermilk, disodium guanylate.
I'm just surprised she's not saying anything during this video. She's just dumping it into a cup.
I know. I just wanted you to see the, you remember how we do those like layers of sediment projects in grade school?
Yeah.
Where you'd like pour different kinds of sand in a jar and it looked like this.
Yeah.
Look, it's the same guy. He's going to talk about it too. He must be on a tear with these. But I doubt they have human hair in those. You know, that wouldn't be healthy. You know.
Yeah, I don't know.
And we've seen this guy
human
before.
hair is good for you. Is that the secret?
Yes, human hair is the reason why you're not getting enough human hair in your diet. You definitely need to like start chewing that stuff up right now. I think that's it for the food slop. You want to see some holly slop?
Sorry, I muted for a second. I was sneezing.
Bless you.
What kind of slop?
Holly slop, Hollywood.
Oh.
So this is going around. This is the Hex trailer. Now, I know this looks weird because they put a box over it. Because the theory currently is that the way this movie is shot is so that it's easily shareable on vertical video. And then somebody later went in and did the same thing with the Toy Story trailer, and it's obvious that's why they did it. Everything's in the center of the screen, everything's symmetrical, but we're just going to watch it like this, so if that's what you want to pay attention to, you can. But Adam, I just know you're going to start crying by the end of this. This is Pixar. They just can't stop losing, can they?
Oh, this is Pixar?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Well.
Yep. Here we go.
My whole life, I felt like there was something wrong with me.
Why is she even here? I'm such an alt freak.
Billy, you owe me a 10-page essay on why you're a pain in my butt. Do not make me call your mom.
What do we got so far here?
Outcast girl has magic powers.
Yeah, outcast girl has magic powers. Oppressed by her teachers, misunderstood by her friends. Weird colored
has
hair.
no friends, apparently.
No friends? Because she's weird. People look at her weird, you know? And then she figures it out. And you get the classic theater cut, right? Where you're supposed to be watching this in like a theater and all the sound stops.
Say, on why you're a pain in my butt. Do not make me call your mom.
Wow. Everyone goes in the theater. Yeah.
All right. What's wrong with her?
She's misunderstood. And wait, what do you mean what's wrong with her?
Like that she's the outcast character. She's got purple hair.
Uh-huh.
She's brownish.
Uh-huh.
I thought I heard something about mental health.
Probably. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you're wonderful just the way you are.
What in the... Holy smoly. Whoa.
She
This
just
sucks.
murdered that rat. Oh, sorry. What?
I'm just saying this premise sucks.
Oh, what do you mean?
This is so generic.
What do you mean?
Like-
There's never been a movie about this before. What are you talking about?
Girl who doesn't fit in suddenly finds out she has telekinesis. That's the movie.
Yeah.
We've gotten nothing out of this trailer so far. She has hardly said a line.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's that classic screenshot from that game that tried to do this. Holy shit, I just moved something with my effing mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that? Forspoken. Yeah, it's the same thing. Are these people like trying to be memes? Like they make it too easy.
They aren't creative, Aaron.
You're right. It's as if this is like watching a Christian movie, except it's not about Christianity. It's just about libtardism, globalism, modernism. What is this? This is like the cult of lame.
This is like an idea I would have come up for a story when I was in middle school.
Oh, come on.
What if like the outcast kid did have magic powers? That'd be so cool. What if he had like the force? Right?
Yeah.
Let it go. I want to see more.
He's in the bathroom!
It's not appropriate, but I'm coming in.
That's just Asmongold, right? Like they did this. They're like, aha, we'll show that baldy.
Own the chud.
Expelled? I don't even know where we go from here.
Single mom.
Ugh.
Disney, yay!
You are insane.
Oh,
Hey, yeah! Billy!
Billy. Non-gendered
Come on.
name.
Check more boxes.
Yeah,
Let's
here we
do
go.
it.
So far, I'm agreeing with the center of the screen thing. Yeah, you ever see like one of those old movies where they use the whole screen
Yeah.
and they position things, carefully to make your eyes move from place to place so you feel like you're in a scene.
Yeah, like the basics of composition.
Yeah. Now this right here, this is what Disney did, and out here is what AI filled in, right?
Yeah, we can just throw out like 1,000 years of artistic integrity so it fits better on a phone.
Yeah.
So if this is any Pixar movie they've introduced in like the last 10, 15 years, she leaves the world behind, and then there's a theme park style world that she's going to enter into where some aspect of her appearance is going to change because she's there.
You think so?
Am I guessing right? Let's find out.
Usually what she wears, right? What other tropes can you think of once she enters that fantasy world? Just go crazy. I'm sure you can't guess.
There's going to be a cute animal friend and a also outcast rebel fantasy character that's going to help guide her through a world that is mysterious and whimsical, and he doesn't fit in either.
And
am I guessing?
Well, yeah, you're good. And he's going to betray her, of course. So the wizard father figure that she's going to encounter, who's going to teach her everything, I guarantee betrays her and is like, I'm actually the bad guy. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
We've been waiting for you.
Oh, man. See? Because she's going to sign the deal and he's going to turn on her in the end.
I just want to see if my predictions are correct.
I know.
Bless you.
Thanks.
It is the deal. He's the book.
Oh, do you have traits one might describe as strange or freakish or difficult?
I refuse to answer that.
That's a yes. Billy Doe. Welcome to Hex, the world of witches.
Disneyland.
Yep.
Disneyland.
There's the theme park.
You're totally right. Wow.
Let's see what aspect of her appearance changes.
May your visit be magical.
You forgot she screws up horribly when she first enters because, that's how these people felt when they went to their first day of high school, and they never got over it. These 45-year-old women who work at Pixar. They just never got it. So that's them. That's them right there on the floor. That actually happened.
Except this girl needs to weigh 400 pounds.
Close enough.
Oh, there it is. The epic revamp of a song they heard growing up. This is all about the makers. This has nothing to do with the audience, man. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt it, but they had to bring in Stevie Nicks, of course.
Close enough.
Maybe there's nothing wrong with me at all.
Is it the cloak? Does that count?
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay.
Maybe I'm meant for something more.
Hexed.
Ugh. Okay,
What?
so I was wrong about a couple things.
Okay.
I think the reason I'm kind of the aspect of appearance changes, like that was in Coco.
Yeah.
And okay, I was right about the theme park world. They do that one so often. It's Inside Out, Coco, and there was another one.
Shrek 2.
I can't remember these movies. Well, no, I think what I'm saying is like they set up a premise where a character leaves reality and goes to some place that is completely disconnected. I don't know if it's like a convenience thing for the art or the writers. But what it reminds me of is how when they would make like you could tell if a movie was like for example, the original He-Man movie, they had like 1 or 2 scenes that took place in the fantasy world of He-Man, and then the rest of it was just in LA. Like he got magically transported to LA because it was convenient and cheaper to shoot just on the streets.
Yeah, that's true. But this is an animated movie. They can do whatever they want, right?
Well, okay, here's another thing. Look at the art on this in this shot. Like where in the world is this culture coming from? Like I know it's high fantasy, but generally you'd borrow an aesthetic from like one place. This is a combination of Chinese Gothic architecture in the set design, and then it's in autumn apparently.
Yeah.
So it's like all of this is just blending all of reality together.
So
There's no identity.
So what you're saying is that this is Carmel, Indiana.
No, Carmel, Indiana. Well, I mean, we can say for certain that Carmel, Indiana is not multicultural. It is 100% materialist. What's the term? Wow, why am I blanking? Hoosier culture.
Yes, this is probably true for now, but soon Carmel will be targeted, as are all.
Also, why the hell is this coming out on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, right. That was the thing. I was like, what the heck?
We couldn't meet our deadlines.
Why wouldn't you put this out in like October? Are we crazy? It's a Halloween movie.
It's probably just better timing, honestly, because the whole family's together, and that's something people do on Thanksgiving is they go see movies.
Maybe they're like it'll be the culminating event of the fall season, right? Before Christmas. I'm sorry, not Christmas, Winterval. So there you go.
Solstice.
Yeah,
it looks like trash.
That's hexed, man. And it's not the only thing. They're making another Shrek, right?
I remember seeing a screenshot where they like totally changed the character designs.
Yeah, they changed the character appearance
to make it look more like an Illumination film.
There's also a theory that they retconned their entire script because 4chan had it figured out the moment they saw the first teaser. That Shrek was going to have some rebellious daughter, and Shrek was going to have to soften up by the end and be less ogreish. Something like that. Yeah. So this is the happily ogre after Shrek and Fiona ride. Because do you remember the weird thing that happened where they did like a Willy Wonka gathering and hundreds of people went and there was nobody there except for like a woman of the night dressed like a witch making candy apples or something? You remember that?
She was like called the Nameless One, and she was scaring children.
Yeah, there was like this other creature there, the Nameless One. It was an AI. We posited that it was an AI generated real world event.
It was entirely AI generated.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was just reading about that again like 2 weeks ago.
Now, I don't honestly. This is from laughingplace.com. So this is Universal Kids, Texas. I don't know if this is real. But this is apparently in Frisco. I'm hoping it's not real because I don't love the idea of people sitting on a ride to go through this. Here we go.
Come in.
Look how happy they are. There's no lines. Look at that. Look at all that space for lines. Can't wait to get on the ride. Oh, yeah.
What an experience.
Okay, so you get a little car all alone, like this poor woman here. And you've got, what the hell is that?
That's like Shrek pop art.
That doesn't look like Shrek.
No.
Wow. It's an onion car. Why do you suppose they went with a like an apple box of a car instead of like an onion chariot like the movie?
Easier to make. You wouldn't. Well, I don't know. I mean, I can think of a lot of reasons, but one, it's just easier and cheaper to make it a box.
That's almost definitely the reason. I also like these trees out here. Like this is your wonderful marsh or swamp. And it's just all young trees that were put in there yesterday by a landscaping crew from Mexico. Oh yeah, here we go. You can turn the wheel at them.
Could this be any cheaper?
Yeah. Okay, see, here's your first attraction. You got a picture of not Shrek with not Donkey climbing up to a castle. Here we go. I can hear it now. Don't you see that ride's for babies? Yes.
You can do better for babies.
You can do freaking better than this.
Please remain seated in your vehicle. Please sit back in your vehicle. You're gonna go fight a dragon and rescue a princess.
Oh, this sucks.
That was the laziest. Did you hear that? They just cut the line.
You're gonna go fight a dragon and rescue a princess.
Rescue a princess.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This is the future. Things have gotten better in 2026. It's not like Walt Disney himself handcrafted rides in the 1960s or whatever, and they were better than this. This is the world of the future.
I mean, you know what this is? This is a prefab ride.
A prefab ride?
You buy the carriage, you dress it up a little bit, and then all the track is pre-made. All you have to do is lay concrete, build a few props, and there's your ride. It's about as cheap as you can get.
Yeah. Well, did you hear that? So they went around the corner again, and they just repeat the line. I'm sure it's the speaker, but there's obviously no attention paid to acoustics. So you hear Donkey say the line again.
What kind of quest? You're gonna go fight a dragon and rescue a princess.
I can't wait to go on this ride.
This is horrible.
Oh, dude, this is... What is this? Like, what? Is this the complete thing?
This is a shoestring budget.
So, who do they think's gonna like? Oh yeah, you got to go on the Shrek ride.
It's just the branding, I guess. Like, you know, kids, they'll watch the Shrek movies and they'll be like, "Oh, it's a Shrek ride. Let's go, mom, let's go." And then they'll go on it, and it's terrible. But they've already paid for the ticket, or it's like, I don't know. Sometimes at theme parks they have rides that just sort of like are there to absorb the park goers, so that they can lighten up the load on other attractions.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
no, this is literally as cheap as it gets.
Yeah, I mean it's over in 3 minutes. You ride around, you look at some actual billboards
that don't even look like the movie. It's like custom art that vaguely represents Shrek.
Yeah, but like, what's the target audience for this? Like 8-year-olds or 6-year-olds, even younger? Do they watch Shrek? Do they remember Shrek? Like, dude, this is...
Yeah, I don't know. There's like no... The only reason I can think is to have a ride like this is to reuse an attraction that was not popular before.
Mm-hmm.
But it does look new, like they broke ground building it.
That's true.
So I'd imagine it's just to, you know, absorb the number of people.
I can't wait for the Defunct Land video in 2 years.
Well, that's why I have so many thoughts about this, is because he's talked about cheap rides like this. The closest one I can think of was SeaWorld had this crazy, it wasn't a crazy ride, but they at least tried to do some innovative stuff with like this form of ride. They had like a screen with games on it and all that, but no, I mean, you'd set this up at a state fair.
Yeah. I've seen better rides driving through freaking 250th anniversary or whatever they call it, America's 250th birthday, whatever they're calling it. I've seen better rides just set up with like literal carnies who drove it in on a truck and are hungover. You know, like,
yep.
That's insane.
Oh yeah.
How about some more? So this is you know how I said beans don't have imagination?
Is this the beans dreaming they were Kevin Bacon?
No.
You know me as Kevin Bacon, but on Wednesdays, I'm Kevin Bean.
On Wednesdays, he's Kevin Bean. You can tell because he has the bean shirt on, right? The bean jacket.
What? Was Sean Bean too expensive?
Yes.
I'm Kevin Bean. Because Wednesday is Beans Day, the day we swap meat for beans. They're packed with protein and fiber. They keep you full longer. You save money and animals. They're just beans till you realize how many animals they spare. Observing Beans Day is a small step that makes a big difference. Take it from me, Kevin Bean.
They couldn't get Mr. Bean?
No.
they Kevin Bean. That makes no sense. It's just like, we need somebody famous who's willing to work for the least right now. We'll just change their last name to Bean.
I have the exact soundboard button for this.
The Goyim have gone insane.
Oh my gosh, man. Oh man, that's so bad. Kevin Bean. Kevin Bean. You can see the lenses. You can see the camera operators in his glasses.
You can.
Man. Kevin Bean. And this is on some cinematographer's portfolio, you know. Kind of website.
Yeah.
He's like, I shot this for Kevin Bean. I mean, Bacon. Kevin Bacon. And then there's some costume designer. Her big gig was Kevin Bean.
Making a bean jacket.
And she was like, look, I put the patches under the armpits, you know?
So it doesn't click clack around when he moves his arms?
I don't know. It's to absorb the sweat or something. We replaced our meat with beans. Now, the only thing I'm surprised at is they didn't make like a gas joke, you know?
Yeah, that does surprise me.
It does surprise. Yeah.
That makes people not want to eat beans.
Yeah, that's Kevin Bean. What are we doing for time here? Oh, we got a little bit left before we have to get serious. You want to do another one?
Yeah.
All right, let me see what I got here. Oh, we've only got like a couple of them. All right, so here's what it's like to be a millennial. You remember all this? I'm sure you do. Here we go.
Childhood was great. I'm excited for a bright future.
9/11.
What?
Yeah, it's 9/11. It's going to be the worst terrorist attack in human history, and the world's never going to be the same.
All right, well, I'm sure by the time I get to college, things will...
Financial crisis. There's going to be one of the worst financial crises ever.
All right, well, whatever. I'm sure by the time I'm 30...
Global pandemic. There's going to be a global pandemic that irreparably shifts how society operates. Forever.
This is becoming too much for me. All right, well, I was always shown that the key to happiness is just raising a family and owning a home. So I'm just going to focus on that because I'm finally making $100,000 a year.
$250,000.
Huh?
Yeah, you're going to need $250,000 a year for all those things now.
Are you kidding me? Gee, I mean, I guess I'll just go back to medical school then.
$300,000, that's going to cost $300,000 and also 10 years of your life.
Oh, my... Whatever. I'll just pursue my passions and become an artist.
They're going to try to replace you with AI.
Good God. I can't deal with this anymore. I'm just going to revert back to my childhood and watch some of my favorite shows. Try to forget about this.
Child abuse.
What?
Yeah, child abuse. They were all abusing children.
I need to go back to church.
Also abusing children.
I can't do this anymore. Is the government at least like trying to fix this? Abusing children?
Abusing children, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, when you put it like that.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's true. So that's the millennial experience. Is just you get slammed with all of this stuff, and it's like you've been in a hurricane your whole life, you know?
Yeah.
But we
never
just take
stops.
we just take it for granted because that's what we know, right? It's hard to believe that there was even a time before this where things were somewhat stable. Like, there were wars and things, of course. Stupid wars, no less. But you could count on if you, showed up and worked hard and paid your taxes, you might get something out of it. So millennials are sort of this weird, like, middle child where they didn't get anything, but they also didn't get anything, right? There's barely anything that they've learned from it. But I mean, how could they? It was all happening so fast. Now it's a little different for Gen Z and Gen Alpha because they saw it happen. And they had no expectations. So their mentality is a little bit different. And I think that Tim Dillon does a fine job of explaining it. And I think it's encouraging, even though he can be a little bit wry and somewhat nihilistic at times. I think this is a pretty accurate description of the mentality that you have sort of bred into Americans, so to speak. Like, so you got that to look forward to, which is nice, I guess.
But this younger generation aren't apparently working themselves to death. If you observe things like TikTok, where they're having like the mocha choca frappa lattes and doing the yoga and the working at the big tech company and quiet quitting. And
Some of them have figured out that the country's a scam. And here's the good news. They're not wrong. And when you figured out the country's a scam, you can approach it the way a con artist or a scammer would approach it, which is what a lot of them do. They invent mental health ailments they don't have. They take days off on end. They terrify their superiors into respecting their mediocre, shoddy quality of work. This is something that Gen Z has latched onto. This is something that I fully support. This is their way of rising through the ranks. They're taking advantage of people that they work with, making them tolerate less and less work and work of a lower and lower quality. Because
one other thing that I'm not sure he mentions here is they don't have the same expectations of being rewarded at all.
Yeah.
Right? Like millennials went into this, you and I went into this, and we're like, if we work hard and we do our best and we earn straight A's, we'll be rewarded for that. And it's like, no, though. We've decided to hire absolute retards instead because we have a quota and the government's paying us to do it. And it makes us feel good. So our companies might fall apart in 20 years, but at least we can, pat ourselves on the back now and accept that free money, And we went into that being told all you have to do is work hard, show up and, earn good grades and that sort of thing. And we were scammed, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We were silly, right? We were the marks. Yeah.
I ran into a Zoomer that I'd never met before earlier this week. He was going door to door selling contracts for pest control. And very, very good young salesman. But he asked me, he's like, oh, so what do you do? And I'm like, oh, industrial designer or whatever. And I was like, are you saving up to go to college? And he was like, I'll be frank, no. Yeah. I just was like, good for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's a big
smiling.
scam.
She smiles on her people.
That's the thing, though, is like, I think you can still get something out of college. You just have to be absolutely certain that's what you want to do and that the degree is going to make you money. Like they'll sell you any BS degree just to get you in the door and to get you in debt for, the next 40 years or whatever.
Yeah. Well, the difference is like, so Zoomers, Gen Z, or I would say people who are with it, who get it, they understand that the credentials don't matter to anyone but idiots, right? So if they go to college the whole time that they're there, if they're smart, they're massaging connections. From day one, they're looking for people that they can meet who might be able to hire them. A Zoomer, well, maybe not all of them, right? But I'm being general. They might quit college because somebody offered them a good job and forget about the degree altogether. They won't say, I've got to finish my degree. How will I advance if I don't have a degree? They don't see it that way. Millennials did kind of see it that way. It's like, you must finish your degree. But yeah, that's kind of my feeling about that.
Well, if you don't go to college, you're a loser. And I think the Gen Z not having, or at least understanding the scam nature of university. They're, and also like they have their own culture and it's online, and millennials maybe barely understand it. Gen X doesn't get it. The boomers don't get it. But they're fortunately seem to be like taking matters into their own hands and making decisions that are, well, for one, they don't, I would say at large, they don't really have to fight against as much of the pressure to go into debt and go to college and all that.
Right.
Because generally people are shifting away from that. Oh, you must do this. Then you can go work as a plumber.
Right.
They're just kind of like, no, I'd rather get paid and like build a business and, stop going to class.
Well, it's like Tim Dillon said. They understand it's a scam inherently. They have no illusions that there's anything fair about where we live at all anymore. Millennials have spent, like you and I would say, we've spent our entire 20s shedding illusions.
Yeah.
I mean, what a great spiritual journey, of course. And of course, I'm grateful for it. But at the same time, like, it has not made me any wealthier, happier, richer, whatever. It's just, at the end of it, it's like, wow, I have figured out things that Gen Alpha and Gen Z just know. Isn't that interesting?
That is true. Like, millennials did it, if they wanted or cared to see things as they are, it takes a lot of work to undo that amount of brainwashing. I'm sure Gen Z is dealing with their own prescription, their own cocktail of brainwashing.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But they do seem to have more independent minds.
Yeah. Let's
like, the millennials' way of thinking originally was to do what everybody on the left side of the aisle would do.
Yeah,
I'm rebelling, so I'm just going to go along with this psyop that says I need to go protest for a man that may not even have existed.
Yeah,
that's rebellion. Gen Z, shit, like their way of rebelling is to just say, I'm not playing this stupid game.
Yeah,
I'm going to make my own game.
Right.
Y'all are lame.
Yeah.
They've realized that a lot of this is bullshit, so they're like, why shouldn't I get in on it?
And there's obviously the remote working now as well. That's a big thing post-pandemic, which is...
Absolutely. We've realized over the pandemic, I think a lot of people, that a lot of the things that we thought were guarantees aren't. And a lot of the things we tended to believe in fervently, we at the very least right now question. I think young people are like, why in the hell should I spend 40 hours doing a job I hate when I can pretend to do it and threaten my boss if they try to fire me? And fake a mental illness that I don't have and demand everybody conform to what I want, and then use whatever diversity chips I have to go out and throw a scare into anyone that tries to call me to account for any of my behavior. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I mean, it's very interesting. It's really destabilizing a lot of society. Now, obviously, the same thing is to shut those people up and say, shut up. You have to do these things or get out. But nobody's going to do that. They found the flaw in the system. They've kind of exposed the scam. And once the scam is exposed, it's for all to be seen. And now everybody can kind of just approach it the way it is. Everybody now is kind of like, even big companies, everybody's like in it for themselves and just trying to figure out, like, how do I get the most? And there's nothing wrong with that. That's the most American thing ever, right? Is to try to get something for yourself.
I guess. I think I stopped agreeing with him on some of that stuff.
You got really loud out of nowhere.
Oh, weird. Probably because I was too quiet for a moment. Yeah. So that's...
Yeah, I mean, use their tactics against them.
Yeah.
Become scammers yourselves.
Well, if everyone's doing it, is it really a scam? If you're living in Pirates of the Caribbean, is it wrong to be a pirate? It's moral relativism, sure. But I mean, that's the world that we've been thrust into, so to speak.
It is interesting you mentioned pirates.
Why's that?
Because they're kind of a good example of like what is going on with Gen Z right now, because essentially because of their independence that they could have on the open sea, they developed their own systems of rules and codes and whatnot to sort of skirt around the powers that were too large to manage them.
Mm-hmm.
It was like sort of a chaos logic in a sense.
Yeah.
They realize the situation they're in. They find the flaw in the system, which is the crown can't control all these ships from that far away. They're too big and too slow. So if we move cleverly and we all work together, we can get ours.
Right.
So you use the term scrappy a lot a while back, talking about like, you know, using the opponent's weaknesses against him.
Yep.
And I think that's just what Gen Z is doing. They have the advantage of being younger. They have sharper brains. They aren't living under the same brand of brainwashing.
Mm-hmm.
And the old retards that have been doing things the same way for the last 50, 60 years, they kind of don't know what to do with it, and that's great.
No, they just know how to collect paychecks, do sales competitions and trips to Denver, and buy AI tokens, but not check the bill.
Build audience loyalty. What would you actually do differently if you were managing a brand's account?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think I would take what the things I learned from the people that I experience on everything with a grain of salt, and maybe a little bit of pepper every day.
I hear you, but I need you to be more concrete here. When you say you take things with a grain of salt and pepper, what does that actually mean for a brand social media strategy?
Because we're too lazy to do interviews now, or even do a phone interview, or even respond to we'll put you on with an AI that will listen for keywords in your voice to see if you can sit with the big boys at the table where they've all given 35 years of their life to the same company. And
if you're doing AI interviews for your company, you are retarded.
Oh man, I thought you were just going to drop a big ol' F-bomb right there.
No, just an R-bomb.
Yeah. But so here's a good example of how to troll back a little bit.
Yeah.
We're managing a company.
I'll just go ahead. Basically what I mean is that all seasonings should be used online, and I do avoid garlic powder though, because of course you know garlic powder is controversial. But salt and pepper, it's like the basics. So if you sprinkle that into any social media, like it will do well.
Ty, I appreciate the creativity, but let's refocus here. If you were managing our company's social media account, what would you post? And how would you know if it was successful?
Look, I've had a really hard week, and this is like the fourth job I've applied to, and I really I need this job, and I promise, my thumbs are good at scrolling, I will scroll as hard as I can, and I know how to post, Post Malone.
I hear you, Ty. I know job searching is tough, and I appreciate you being here. What types of posts or content do you think would resonate with people? And how would you track whether they're actually working?
Unreal. This is a humiliation ritual. That's what this is.
Yeah, if you can't, as a company, be bothered to take 30 minutes or hell, 5 minutes to phone screen somebody, you got bigger problems.
Yeah. But I mean, the reality is that this is a lot of what we dealt with looking for jobs the first time. I know I dealt with it. It wasn't an AI bot. I wasn't forced to sit there and, talk to the thing, but it was the same 10 boxes every single time. Right. And I knew that nobody was reading it. I knew that something was scanning it for keywords or phrases or whatever. And I just had to sit there and fill out the same freaking boxes and then write my resume a second and a third time and then a cover letter specifically for their company. So I could just watch Anne Hathaway throw it in the trash because, it's lunchtime. I did that for so many years. So many. And that's why I'm a podcaster.
Raking in the big bucks.
Yeah, speaking of big bucks, we have to talk about our donations for this week. I was crying because it's been a while since we thought of the old donation train, now hasn't it? And I was thinking to myself, man, that thing's got to be freaking thirsty.
Oh my God.
Look how thirsty. And I was wrong. He's not thirsty. It was a funny video, and then Newsfist used it on his show, and then I saw it on another one, and I was like, wow, this isn't very creative after all. But we got some donations. We got some nice donations this week, Adam. We did. And if you would like to donate, the link's in the description. And I'll soon be putting a QR code on the screen because it is 2026, and that's not cringe, apparently. Venmo CTC Memecast, if that's the app you like. Otherwise, use Stripe. Tom sends $29. He says, I'm here to watch Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. Happy Father's Day. Tom. Zeke Buckaroo on YouTube. Follow him. We got a new donor this week. What know me a person? What know me a person? Is that Adam?
What? No? Me? A person?
Exactly.
Okay.
$18. I will not eat the glizzy stuffed crust pizza. I will not buy the $18 Subway footlong. I will not drink Tom Brady's nuts. I will eat sweet corn and be happy. That's it, man. He's got it. All you have to do to win is not drink Tom Brady's good nut.
God. And also make a nice donation to CTC.
Yeah. You know what? That money you were going to spend on the coffee whiskey thing from earlier?
Yes.
Just send it to us. Or better yet, buy some sport drink. Get something actually worth drinking. And then, of course, we have one from Miss Producer, who is so excited about the 250th birthday of the United States of America. She loves living here. She sends 1776. Very cute. She says, may the donations ever floweth and the slop overfloweth. Love you guys. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Do you have a button you want me to play? She says no. I'm going to pick one.
Mr. Peanut is here.
That's good. Mr. Peanut. You know,
an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah. The video from 9/11, actually. That's where that comes from.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, What Know Me a Person, and thank you, Miss Producer.
Yes, thank you all for your contributions to keep this show on the road. Please join the Patreon, $5 a month. It's like buying us like a crappy coffee in a styrofoam cup at 7-Eleven. It's cheap. You get stuff for free and early, which is nice. We also have stickers on the website. This one's great. People like it. It's a capybara drinking a beer. For the love of God, buy some stickers. What's wrong with you people? Jesus. And then if you're broke, which God help you, just make sure to like the video and say thanks in the comments. It really helps with the algo. It doesn't matter really what platform. We really are seeing some success on YouTube. Just a slight bump. We're almost to 300 subscribers, which isn't very much, but you can help.
Hey, 300 is almost like a real channel.
300.
It's not just a fake channel made in India.
Yeah, we got a long way to go to catch up with the Pakistanis, man.
We should just start posting like shorts of cats being stupid.
Yeah,
just to get those numbers up.
Yeah, you know what bots do, Adam? They like videos. They comment on the videos and they say, "Wow, great," and then 3 emojis. And the Pakistanis have so many bots. So many bots. And then everyone goes, wow, this is a legit channel. And they see the subscriber count and they go, wow, these people must be totally real. You know what real people do? They go, listen to these cringe lords asking us to like the video. Nah, I got better things to do. And that's okay. We like real people in this audience now, don't we? Anyway, thanks everybody for your support. It's really helpful. And be sure to stick around because we got more crazy stuff coming here. All right, Adam, it's time to do it. I know you've been waiting. It's time to talk about Desert Korea again, which is strangely probably my favorite nickname I've come up with for Israel. They just
Desert Korea.
Desert Korea, or otherwise West Korea. Or East Korea. It's kind of in the center of the world. They act like North Korea. And this week, their PR was flying off the handle. Absolutely off the handle. This is the IDF burning an American flag, by the way. Right here. You see this?
מוכן? שופחה, מספיק. קדימה. אש!
They're really freaking mad at us.
Yeah, because all we did was help.
All we did was everything? But no. No. Like a bad girlfriend. Really emphasizes all of your mistakes and never lets them go. And a good girlfriend doesn't do that.
What, she doesn't key your car on the way out the door?
Yeah, no, this is classic, right? Like, so we've seen this stuff. This is different. This is something else. This has nothing to do with Israel. This is just a man and his bagel. Maybe we'll get to that later. But
Wait,
anyway,
I want to watch the bagel
I
video.
know you do. But
no, I gotta watch this guy instead.
Yeah, I popped his little gnomish face up on the screen, and Miss Producer's covering her mouth because she's laughing so hard. So there's this thing that happens, right? when you can give them everything, right? 80 years of support, wars fought, men have died. I mean, we are a nation that is completely falling apart for the sake of this place, Desert Korea. And the moment you back down and go, hey, maybe we're almost out of missiles now, and we don't have enough guns to do anything anymore. We've spent everything. And what do? Be grateful? No. No. And we're going to get to this because there's quite a few things that I would like to bring up about this. Mainly, if you want to know what is going on with this, the best person I think to ask is Tucker Carlson. Oddly enough, he does a great job of explaining all of this. But there was a deal. I'll put it this way, because again, I'm not an expert in geopolitics, man. I analyze media and PR. Okay. So you're not going to get some sort of expert opinion. That's why I'm buddies with Newsfist, because he can explain all of this in great detail. But for me, I look at the messaging that comes our way. We're going to talk about that a little bit. So here's a clip. I just got to play this for you because, I mean, look at this. Look at this.
This is like the worst, okay? So they have the word anti-Semitic under the most comical looking like caricature ever. It's like, what are you doing?
The best thing you can do for people like this is just let them talk. Invite every single one of them you can on the news and just wait. Just wait. Let them run their podcasts into the ground. Let Mark Levin scream at you on the air and be mad at Trump all of a sudden, even though what was Mark Levin doing? For like years, every time he saw him, he puts his arm around him and he goes, "First Jewish president. This is our guy."
Oh,
He did that buddy boy thing where he puts his arm around you and he points at you for a photo. Now he's mad because Trump actually did something interesting for once. And Vance is saying things that you might hear on Artie and Fist, which is crazy. So you have to go watch the last Artie and Fist to get all that in detail. What we're going to talk about today is PR and communications, because that's what we do. Let's play the clip.
Jillian, when I was coming into the studio, I was thinking, what can I compare this to? Do you remember the movie Planet of the Apes? The human people that came to the planet. All of a sudden, you're weird. You're the killer. You're the rotten person. Because they believed in all the evils that was unproven. To be a Jew today sometimes is like the humans that come to the Planet of the Apes.
You're an ape. You're an ape. Adam, the Jews are the humans on Planet of the Apes. Let them talk. Let them talk. Let them talk. They'll tucker themselves out and they'll need a snack, right? I don't think tantrum politics is good long term. Sorry.
Well, I mean, he's already got that tone that we're so familiar with.
Oh.
Jillian, if I had to make a comparison, if I could think of one thing to compare this to, it's I swear to God, I thought he was going to say the Holocaust, but
yeah.
No, it's Planet of the Apes, which I've never seen it actually. But aren't like the humans in that movie like the less evolved ones?
That's the movie version. The book version is a little different.
Okay.
But yeah, the movie version retcons the original like I would say like English Anglo-Saxon supremacist messaging of the original book. Which was common for the day, but the movies they had to make it because it's famous or whatever. They just flipped it on its head a little bit there.
I'd like to hear more of this guy's performance.
Okay.
And meeting people like him and like, where did you get this from? Why do you think this way? And it's almost impossible to talk to these people, to reason to these people, because hate is an emotion. It's not intellect.
And he is very, very intellectual. You see, because he has the brain cap on. He has the...
The what?
I'm sorry. The Brangus Dangus. I knew you'd like that.
I was trying to find some kind of tie-in with the cube. It's like symbolic for the second brain that isn't there.
Now this guy's freaking out. Look at this posture.
I know it couldn't be any worse. Don't you just want to like give him a hug and tell him it's gonna be okay, right? It probably smells like sauerkraut.
Oh my God.
Or I don't even want to know.
No, this is a story from the day before all of this took off, where a Zoomer was he was trying to get some kind of a job, and they were harrying him to take it, and it was an unpaid internship, and he didn't want to do it unpaid. And so at some point, I don't remember where, but like at some point he made the remark, "I don't want to work for a Jew." And it hit Fox News, MSNBC, and CNN because some Zoomer said that in a group chat, I think it was a group chat.
Well,
and this is the response. How dare you not want to work for free? Oh. How could you? How could you? How could you? It's insane, man.
Unpaid internships should be criminal.
Yes, I totally agree. Having done one myself, totally agree.
Like what? I just don't get it. It's a job.
Yeah.
You should be paid.
You're getting valuable experience and contacts. It's not unpaid. You get paid in experience. Yeah,
it's like telling an illustrator you'll get paid in publicity.
Right. You're not being...
my book is going to make it so big, so when it's famous, everybody will be wanting to give you work. So that's why I'm not going to pay you right now.
I'm giving you this book now, signed, so in 10 years when it's worth $30 million, you too can eat of the fruit of my labor. It's that kind of stupid thing, right?
Yep.
So, the deal... I
just want to say one thing. I'm sorry to cut you off.
That's
I just want to say one thing about gnomes. Since we do have a gnome on the screen,
this is true.
He is a large gnome, and you should not judge him for it. He's doing his best. That's it.
Yeah, this is where was that pose again? I got to get that again.
Like, come on, man.
Dude, I'm sorry. Like, if you were to just take a picture of this with your phone and the ADL got a hold of it, they'd say you had anti-Semitic memes on your phone.
It's just a picture of a guy.
All right. So I think we'll skip the bagel guy for now because that just seems like low-hanging fruit, But what I want to get into here, and where is my clip? Hang on a second. I got this. Where is that? Oh, boy. Oh, no, I guess I don't. Oh, yeah. Okay, so where is this? No, that's not it. Hang on. I got it, Adam. I got it. Don't panic. It's a real serious podcast. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Tucker Carlson. I know. It's all the time. Again. So here he is talking about the deal that was made, which apparently is really, like, you don't really have to know what's in it to know it's bad for Israel, because the seething that is going on around this thing, you just don't have to know the details, man. It's making them very, very mad. I don't think Mark Levin's going to be throwing an arm around Trump right now. Definitely not Vance. Overnight, Vance became villain numero uno. But here's Tucker describing the deal for you, all right?
But as of right now, we were waging a war with Israel, and we just reached the outline of a peace agreement with the country we are fighting with Israel without consulting Israel. We sent them a copy. Bitch.
So Israel's upset because the White House, the Trump administration, is trying to make a deal for peace. And they didn't invite Israel. And Tucker's like, oh, yeah, this is good. And you know what? Fine. It's great messaging. We have let them talk and steam and blow steam out of their ears and stamp up and down and cry for what has it been at this point? When did the holy day happen in October? When did that happen? How many years ago? 3, 4? How many years ago was that?
I don't remember.
I've lost track of time. October 7. Here we go. Let's see here. 2023. It has been almost 3 years that we have allowed this to happen. We have allowed that guy to do that pose on the news. Now, from a PR perspective, that is one of the best traps I have ever seen. Because when we went into the war, Israel was a controversial place. And now when we're getting out of this whole situation, Israel has no friends at all. Except for like boomer cons. You couldn't have done this worse. And I warned them. I had Becky or whatever from the marketing firm. You remember, like, day one, I brought her in to help them manage a PR crisis. And they didn't listen. All they had to do was listen. But they're going to keep trying this outdated crap. Did you have any thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's so, again, you did warn them, right? And they do listen to you.
Yeah, they do.
Because you're definitely on some kind of a list. But yeah, I mean, all jokes aside, like, it's just bad business. You know, I think it's a terrible look to not want peace. It's just a bad look. Like, I mean, I feel like we should all be trying to avoid war. Like, generally speaking, I don't think anybody likes war except for the people that are like, don't have to worry about getting shot. Sorry, I'm distracted by what you're typing.
It's okay. It's okay. This is a statement made by Ben Gavir, and Newsfist brought this up. And I was just totally blown away. This guy tweeted, let me see if I can find the original tweet. Tweet. I think he deleted it. Or no, he didn't delete it.
I mean, it's on the internet, so it's forever.
So here's the tweet. For every tear of an Israeli mother, 1,000 Lebanese mother... Lebanon? Hang on, I thought the war was with Israel. Oh, right. Oh, right. They wanted that place, too. 1,000 Lebanese mothers must weep. All of Lebanon must burn. With all due respect to the Americans, Israel must make it clear to the entire world that the blood of our sons and the security of our citizens are not forfeit. All of Lebanon must burn. Our supreme duty is to protect the citizens of Israel and the soldiers of the IDF, and this commitment takes precedence over every other consideration. I told the Prime Minister, even in our private meetings, for every tear of an Israeli mother, 1,000 Lebanese mothers must weep. This is why I'm calling it Desert Korea, because they're talking like freaking Koreans. North Koreans.
North Koreans, yeah.
North Koreans.
I think, yeah, I mean, again, the histrionics of it is just, it's like you are so baked into a supremacist worldview.
You have no idea.
You can put this on the internet and think it's wise.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is crazy.
You don't win with measured responses and restraint. You need to go berserk to obliterate, to crush the terror.
Was it in the Old Testament, or was it Jesus that said an eye for an eye?
Oh, I
can't remember.
I don't know.
But this is like an eye for your entire generation.
Yeah. Well,
so don't mess with us because we're better than you.
Yeah. It's a front. This is
crazy.
All of this is PR bullshit. All of this. Who is he talking to? Not you.
I mean, it reads like a pampered, spoiled brat of a child.
This is the danger of being an actual, like, hardcore racial supremacist. You do stupid shit like this. And unfortunately, we all have to live on a planet with one another. And you just don't say things like that if you don't want to cause problems. Because Americans don't think like this, man. We just don't. Right?
Yeah.
So that's the danger of this kind of thing. But like, dude,
I think it's to me it's just archaic to talk like this. You know, you could probably find plenty of examples from around the world of warlords saying this kind of thing. Like, yeah. I mean, shit, just think about like Genghis Khan or Chinggis Khan, however you say it. You know, the guy conquered half the planet. Mm-hmm. And did untold numbers of, like, amount of damage. You know, wouldn't bat an eye at something like that. But, you know, we live in the year 2026. And I think it's generally, well, no, I'm just retarded. Like, this is just war talk. You know, maybe he's right about going berserk, sending a message and all that to win over everything. But, I mean, what a shitty nihilistic way of looking at things. There's no way we can get along.
This is the thing, is it is foreign to us. Right?
Yeah.
To talk like this, to think like this, it is foreign to us. Like, it's just not a normal state of mind. And that's the representative, right? So anyway, let's move on to something else. I've got this. This is Tucker Carlson. We're only going to do about 20 minutes of this, all right? But I wanted to put this in front of you because we've talked about this a lot. And I just want to get your perspective on this, all right?
Is this what's going to make me mad?
Possibly. I'll be honest with you. I haven't watched this yet. So if it sucks, I apologize.
Do I get to watch the bagel video after this?
Only if you want to.
I mean, other than the word Goyim at the bottom of the screen, it just looks like a guy eating bagels.
Yeah, well, I mean, they go hand in hand.
Yeah, but
thanks for coming back.
Yeah, thanks.
Maybe you can help solve a mystery. So I've always known that different people have different views on Israel. I've never been upset about it. Post Gaza, I'm rethinking about if all those views are legitimate, but I know that decent people have different views on Israel. Totally fine. And that includes Christians. But in the past year, it does seem that for some Christian leaders, I don't want to call anyone out by name, but Israel's the only thing that matters. So they'll approach fellow Christians with one question in mind: where does this person stand on the government of Israel? Mm-hmm. And so it occupies a much greater percentage of mental disk space than I ever imagined, certainly than it does for me. So what is that?
Well, it's the old covenant. You know, I was raised just non-denominational Christian in large-scale churches, and we were pro-Israel.
Yeah.
For context, we were too, right, Adam?
Yeah.
It's just a consistent deal when you look at. I'm always going to go back to Scripture. So I'm always going to use the Bible to reference my perspective and what I think is going on.
Yes.
The nation state of Israel has just become an idol to the church in regards to how they perceive, not all of them, but how some of them perceive it. And you have to ask why. And so we've done a little digging in regards to some FARA filings and others. And when you look at the old covenant in the Bible, it's one of those spots or parts of the covenant that you can weaponize. Israel's one of them. Giving and generosity, tithing is one of them. And when Christ came, he came to fulfill that whole old covenant, that whole contract. A new covenant. It's literally a new covenant. So that old covenant is complete, done, fulfilled, put on the shelf. A new contract is in place, and that's Christ's contract, Christ's covenant. And if you're a Bible believing Christian, but what that new covenant does is it takes the teeth out of the old covenant, the old contracts, that Mosaic law. But people like to lean on that contract and that law because you can weaponize it. You can build empires again and build power structures around basically double dipping in covenants. So you can take some things that Jesus said and grab a couple things from the old covenant and mash them together.
What do you think of that so far?
I think it's crazy to me that as much time as I spent reading the Bible, going to church, and studying Christianity, how this like simple truth was never apparent to me, that Israel is just a group of humans like the rest of us. And the new covenant with Jesus kind of eliminates their special boy status, which is why they've been mad for so long. But like what we've witnessed, like, so, it was very strange, like when I started meeting like Catholics, where they just didn't have a overwhelmingly positive view of Israel, like, to put it that way. I was just like, well, why? Like, they're God's chosen people, and it just didn't cross my mind that, like, not anymore. Jesus came and said that all of you are my chosen people. All of you can be saved. Like, that's just a bit of cognitive dissonance that, like, I haven't thought about until now.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense. Now, the other thing that he said in there that I think is great setup is that people are picking and choosing things from the Old Covenant and the New Covenant, so the Old Testament, the New Testament. This is absolutely what we were talking about, Newsfist and I were talking about with the Secret Books of the Bible AI videos a while back, where people are like, well, there's these secret ancient truths hidden in like the Bible code and that sort of thing that, you got to read the Old Testament because it has prophecies about now. And they start like mishmashing this stuff together to create this lore that ultimately results in what we're dealing with now. Now, I'm interested to see what else this guy has to say. But I think so far I'm kind of with him. What do you think? Tracking? Not like agreeing with him. Are you tracking with him?
I am tracking, yeah.
Okay, sweet.
And you have just a different, you have Judeo-Christianity, not Christianity and not Judaism. You have Judeo-Christianity.
It's like a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's neither or. It's so Israel, the nation state, has become one of those cards that you can pull and say, hey, if you don't back the nation state, then you clearly don't believe this book or that God is our God. And so I always push back. I consider myself kind of an auditor in this regard. So I wanted to audit the nation state of Israel and say, what is it exactly scripturally?
So that is, boy, it's jarring to hear you put it.
That's the scary weapon aspect of it. It is a binary contract.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's so hard for people to get out of it. Is because it's like, well, if you don't support Israel, then that must mean that your entire religion is a farce, and your entire faith, regardless of whether or not you are considered saved, you're still screwed. And I think that's why, like, even for me, having been a atheist, a Christian, and I mean, I don't even know what I am now. I would just say agnostic, generally speaking, but that still scares me. It's like people's fear of hell. It's like, even though like we do all this analysis, I understand that the people in Israel are just human beings. There's nothing divine or special or chosen about them.
Mm-hmm.
I still have a twinge of fear when I disagree with them. I think we've talked about this before, but I mean, that's some deep-seated programming that comes from an existential source of fear.
Yeah.
Which is what's been injected into this Judeo-Christian thing. Like, those two do not belong together.
Yes.
They don't.
Of course not. And they rely on ignorance and muddled thinking in order to make it happen. Like, even the name, right? So I looked this up because I wasn't sure. Israel was not the name of the country to begin with. Well, they were considering calling it Zion. And they were also considering calling it Judea. And they landed on Israel. And I think it's because they could do this kind of like confusion.
Yep.
That's at least part of it.
Put it so plainly.
I mean, it's like, it's brilliant. You know, for example, if you're working with a company that's trying to work on branding, they debate this stuff, all the different ways that people could perceive it, all the different ways that it could be, you know, shown, everything. It's like picking a logo for your company. Does it look good on a screen? Great. Does it print out okay? No, it's a little hard to print. All right, well, we need to fix that. So it was a design decision to pick the name Israel.
Yeah. And you can see that this very simple confusion still bleeds into now. And it relies on total ignorance. It's like, you ever see those Chinese brands that are, not, or even better, the brands in Escape from Tarkov, where like Snickers is called like Slickers, but it has the same like colors and it looks like a Snickers bar, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm thinking it is. And if you just went around and you started printing Snickers Slickers, or, for example, like the Mandela effect conspiracy about like Fruit of the Loom, whether or not it had a cornucopia, if you just changed it out and just deleted all of the other references or downplayed them, or even better, made up a conspiracy theory. Berenstein Bears. Berenstain? Am I being too silly? I should stop.
No, I mean, we're just talking about branding.
Right, exactly.
It was a brand decision to name it that.
Yeah.
That is really what they're saying. If you don't support the Netanyahu government, you're not a Christian.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess
I've heard it. I've heard that. And
that is so unbelievably treacherous and cruel.
Explain.
People that I know who are confused about everything that's going on, which is, literally everybody, but specifically Christians who have been spending their lives in faith, believing this, and all of a sudden they have to do the mental work, the workaround of justifying this in terms of their faith. And if they can't do it, they're going to hell.
Yep. Yep.
It is unbelievably wicked and evil, but it is masterfully played.
Yes, but that's the gamble, right? So I talked about this with Jay Burden about the train film where the train's coming toward the camera. Yeah. And the people who had never seen a movie before had to make a calculation based on what they knew, which was, if I sit here and this train comes through the screen and kills me, I'm an idiot. So they got up and moved, right? And so if you present those stakes to people who have no idea what's going on, and they say, if you don't support Israel, you're going to hell, what are they going to do? They're going to make the calculation based on what they know, and they're going to support Israel.
Yep.
And then they're going to justify the decision more and more as more programming comes out, basically. But it was still a decision grounded in things that they knew. Now that we're learning this isn't working so well, we're realizing, a lot of people are realizing, this is all a movie. It's a simulation. It's a bluff. Put it, if it troubles you, put it before God. Seriously.
Yeah.
And say, my hands are washed of this. I've asked you, or whatever. I maybe I can't make a determination, but in the meantime, my conscience is telling me that this isn't right, and that these people are acting insane, and they're not acting like our elder brothers in the faith. You know. Anyway,
yeah, but I mean, again, that's a hard one to overcome because you would see it as all as just action.
Right.
You know, it is their right. It is our right for the Lord to come back and save everybody, that they have everything exactly as they want it. That's
Right.
it. That's the other side of it. It is such a binary of the ultimate evil versus the ultimate good.
Mhm.
And both are excellent motivators into getting what you want.
Yes, brought to you by the intelligence agencies. Right after the war, they had another movie ready. The Empire Strikes Back.
Dimmer ones like Huckabee just say it out loud, but that is the assumption behind a lot of it.
Well, and if my fellow brothers and sisters in Christ haven't read the book in its entirety, then they'll take what Huckabee or what their potential pastor says from the stage as scripturally sound. And so that's what I've had a great time doing.
I disagree. I mean, yeah, I've read the book, by the way, more than once, but I didn't need to read it to know that Jesus is probably not endorsing killing the innocent, killing kids.
Well, I would say there's even a naivete. There's a strategic ignorance around that.
Yeah.
Right. Like in season 1 of the religion business development.
Strategic ignorance. Perfect. That's beautiful. Sorry, I love that.
Economist breaks down what strategic ignorance is. And we as humans want to stay strategically ignorant of things that push against our bias.
Boy, I've been there.
Yeah. And so have I. And so that's the thing is as we grow and hopefully mature, we look at the surroundings and say, okay, what is truth and what is not truth?
Yes.
And a really simple truth is the nation state of Israel is not the ethnic tribe that's described in the Torah. And so if that's our baseline, then okay, now we can reshape we can look at what's truth and not truth and see, you know, where people are leveraging that card or weaponizing that card for their own gain.
But you would think, again, even if you're not familiar with the details of that book, you haven't read the Old or New Testaments, you would sort of intuit, you would sense that Jesus is not in favor of, say, like genocide.
Correct. I would hope. But there's always a counter.
Yeah, I sure would hope so. I want to skip ahead just a touch because we're running out of time. But this is what I want to talk about. We've covered this before, that Israeli money, well, our money, is being spent to indoctrinate churches, mega churches. They're sending, you remember the little VR bus they were sending around?
Mm-hmm.
It is too late for any of that, but they're going to try. And he gets into it a little bit here. I am going to have to watch this series that he made at some point.
Congregation.
So how does it work?
How does in regards to the system?
Yeah, the system. What are the FARA means Foreign Agent Registration Act?
Correct.
What do those documents show?
So this one shows in particular, basically, we'll call it like a marketing effort. And in ironic.
We like that, don't we? On this show, don't we?
I mean, I love putting this all in terms of business and public relationships as opposed to religious or militaristic terms.
Right. We're here to watch.
Well, it's not that it's like defangs the importance of it, but I think it makes it easier to understand. And I think part of it, and part of the reason why these marketing efforts have been so successful is because Americans are so materialistic.
Yeah.
We don't think about the effects of psychology and the mind. Like some of us do, but we hold those cards close to our chest. Like you have, you know, marketing specialists like Edward Bernays or I don't know, anybody who works in marketing. Like they're not going to tell you how the sausage is made.
Nope.
Because that's trade secrets, right? So I think that's kind of what's interesting about this is that the American goyim, so to speak, were so obsessed with having barbecues and tiki parties that they didn't realize that there was this entire universe of the mental.
Yes.
That was being operated by other people, and they didn't even realize it. And I think that also has to do with like long-term versus short-term thinking. You know, like Americans, I would say, are short-sighted. We don't think long-term. We think, where am I going to get my next hamburger? You know, we don't think, how can I set up a system where people bring out hamburgers to me for the next 1,000 years?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Well, I was going to say what you said about that we don't think about psychology because we're materialistic. Exactly. We think in terms of like guns and missiles and oil and land and food and, resources and those sorts of things. What people don't realize, and like it takes effort, it actually does take effort to realize the effect that mass psychology has on everything that we see. This couldn't happen without that ground being tilled the way it was carefully tilled. Right? There's zero chance that we would be where we are if people didn't believe the things that they believe. Period. But because we're thinking about out there and not thinking about in here and what's going on in my mind, what's going on in the minds around me, we think that the only answer to this kind of thing is to do something with the material. The reason that you change mass consciousness and the reason that you change the mass mind is because you're changing the ocean, right? You're changing the sea. You're changing the background. And context is everything, right? Mm-hmm. Context, the things that something is surrounded by completely changes what that thing means, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like you think about an art museum, right? Well, think about how old paintings are framed, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do they look like?
The frames?
Yeah, the frames, the picture frames. I'm serious.
Oh, they're ornate and, handcrafted usually.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what about a modern art museum? Are there frames on things?
No, they just throw them on the floor.
Yeah.
And that's part of the frame is where the people walk.
And the art museums aren't art pieces themselves, really. They're galleries. They're places to hang paintings. But you walk inside of them and it's like, oh, wow, it's a concrete floor and white walls and there's paintings scattered around with hospital lighting. It changes everything. But that's what you do with mass psychology is you change the way in which information is presented and it changes how information is perceived, which is, I mean, again, I'm getting a little bit autistic about this, so I apologize. But do you see what I'm saying?
Yes. I think that's what, like when you think about like ritual magic, like when we think about magic in fantasy, we think about Harry Potter, we think about the Force.
Yeah.
We don't like, especially as Americans, we don't want magic to be boring. But I think that's just kind of the wizardry of all of this is that, and that's where people who would argue like that there's like a quantum element to magic are right, whether or not there is a quantum element to it. If you know how to put the chess pieces in place, you can create a future that you probably won't have, but your descendants will.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what's interesting about it is that Americans, we want it right now. We want to see the burger on the plate within 10 minutes. Otherwise, I'm taking my business elsewhere.
Yeah.
You don't think about, well, how will my grandson be able to afford a hamburger or his own hamburger joint?
Yeah.
And that's another aspect of the American psychology. The other aspect of how we've been trained and how we've trained ourselves is that all that matters is I get mine.
Yeah. So you think about,
I don't think this has anything to do with mega churches, but I guess no, that's what we're talking about is a marketing scheme.
Exactly. Let's let him go for a little bit.
Exactly. This is fun. There's multiple pages of just hundreds of churches on the West Coast that have very large audiences. And what it is it's a marketing effort. It's a geofencing effort. So if you go to your church and you walk into that building, there is a digital geofence. And if you ping your phone, that geofence is triggered. And what that means is they're going to get your phone's IP address. They're going to start sending you messages and sending you advertising that's pro-Israel and, anti-Palestine, for lack of and it says all this in the documents. And so ironically, this is what I call
what?
Just by walking into a church, you're going to get spammed with more ads.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes, because to go back to your burger example, because we're talking mostly to Americans and that's a language we understand. What if it's like if you walked into an American restaurant and said, wow, look at all these people eating burgers? What if we made it gay to eat burgers?
Yeah.
What if we just said eating burgers is gay and we'd like push that for, a couple of months or something like that? You could make fun of your friends. Oh, you're drinking the gay beer. You're eating the gay burger, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Even the whole gay beer thing, right? Bud Light.
Mm-hmm.
It's now gay to drink Bud Light. How many people do you think forgot that? Every time they see a Bud Light in a bar, they're like, that's the gay beer. It's hilarious, right? That's what this is.
My dad this morning, because I was like, hey, what church did we go to when we were kids? And sure enough, the two churches I went to from the day I was born to 21 years old are on that list. And so that means had I walked into those churches, I could have potentially been geofenced, and then they would have tracked my phone and they could ping me pro nation state Israel material. And so this effort is funded by Israel, by the nation state of Israel.
And is it, when you say funded, like, does money flow to the church? Does the church know that it's congregations being geofenced?
No, not necessarily. So that's where it gets dark. Is the church doesn't even know that they're being targeted, and so it's like a subversive targeting.
Is a foreign government doing this to our churches here?
Correct. A great example would be like, hey, if my kids are in college. And the Chinese,
what if the Iranian government was doing this to us?
China, Russia, Iran? What happens if they were targeting our universities? We would be up in arms. So we have a foreign government targeting our churches, and then at the same time, they also are targeting the pastors, wanting them to come over to Israel, the nation state. They walk through,
They give them free trips.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh, it's all coming together, man.
Isn't that? Oh, what are your thoughts?
This is crazy. This is like, it's so genius. But that's the thing, is like you have it all. You get these stupid pastors to believe that the state of Israel is the same thing that was in the Bible.
Who want to go on a free vacation.
Who want to go on a free vacation, and then virtue signal to their congregation that, oh, y'all need to go.
You want to see my slideshow?
Of course it's the Holy Land. It's historically fascinating, sure, but like you get the pastors, they are father figures to every range of every age range, every age group, every demographic they have influence over. And oh yeah, you just drag your kids in there, and they'll be hearing this pro-Israel stuff, and it'll be baked into their brains before they even know what's going on. It's brilliant. It's better than Hollywood.
It's brilliant. They are gay burgering your church. I'm sorry.
I'm not trying to say it's brilliant as in it's like a good thing. It's just like,
oh no, it's sinister.
It's just, yeah. It's like, it's a very, very good trick. No, I hate it with every fiber of my being. I'm just, it's impressive from a technical standpoint. That's it.
It's impressive in it, yeah, and it's oddly simple, isn't it? It leans on human, I don't want to say incentives, right? You incentivize the pastor, you incentivize the church. You say, "Ooh, this is a good thing for you," and then they do it, and then somehow all around you, this is happening.
Yeah,
that's sorry.
It's classic. It's classic branding. You get them while they're young.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, they
like the Bazooka Joe comics we were looking at yesterday.
Oh yeah, the Bazooka Joe.
Or I said something like that was one of the earliest examples of like
collector's items.
Yeah.
I just need to show this to our to the listeners because they'll get a laugh out of this. They were little comic strips that came inside of a piece of gum, and if you collected enough of them, they'd send you a free telescope. They had these at the hardware store when we were kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were kind of cool because you'd open it up and you get a little cartoon about, whatever. Who invented Bazooka Joe gum? Was it let's see, Apex Partners? Was this it? Yeah, Ronald Morad Cohen. And then the other one was let's see, sold in Canada in English and French. Where was this page? Has it been changed?
I mean, the picture on the left shows the stickers are printed in Israel.
Yeah, but there were some names attached to this that I'm just not seeing here now. I swear to God, I was just showing them to you last night.
Yeah, we started reading about it, and we were just like, "Oh, yep, there it is." Go to the very top.
Wow. Maybe I need to go to Bazooka Joe. Here it is. Yeah, Woody Gelman and Ben Solomon had this great idea. This is the early version of Pokemon cards. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Just little touches on your culture. We're just gonna geofence your church. Don't worry about it. What are you worried about? They're just little cartoons. We just want to sell bubblegum. What's wrong with you?
Them tours of the historical sites, which is awesome. But they're leveraging the Old Testament and these historical sites to basically calcify the nation state and say, oh, what we're doing is biblical, and what Palestine and these other evil people are doing needs to be wiped out. There's some, I highlighted some of it for you in this document, but it's wild. Once you get past the list of hundreds of churches, it's such a long document. But so a Christian ready show faith by works, a Christian education and Israeli information campaign. The goal is to combat low American evangelical Christian approval of the nation state of Israel. It says it right there. So this entire goal to geofence your church is to combat your low approval rating of a nation state. Well, maybe we should question, why is there a low approval rating? Are you committing genocide? That might be a reason why there's low.
And that does affect approval ratings.
100%. Yeah. And so the messaging that we are going to use inside this geofence, it's all pro-Israel and an anti-Palestinian state. And they list the messaging that they're gonna hit these churches.
Anti-Palestinian state?
Yep. The first is, of course, Hamas is a Palestinian terrorist organization. There was never a state of Palestine at any time in history. So these are the bullet points that you're going to see on your phones from this campaign. And then you can just keep going. There's a pastoral and education resources. So they're going to give pastors educational resources that's pro-nation state Israel and anti-Palestine. They're going to go to college and Christian college universities and do the same thing. And you can just go through it. So this was millions of dollars was spent on this campaign. And this is my favorite one. Ready? They proudly, in their digital support effort, this is the largest geofencing and Christian targeting campaign in U.S. history. That's what they call it in their own documentation. We're targeting Christians. And this is the largest targeting of Christians ever. And then they go to Christian events. And this is a funny one for me.
What a cut. Tucker's face. Hang on.
Deadpan.
I'll get it. Hang on. I got to go frame by frame here. Come on. There. He's like, targeting?
He looks like a disappointed father. Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Now, we talked about this. It had to be almost a year ago that they were going to do this. And their first plan was a truck with a trailer and VR headsets in it to show people at your church the degenerate music festival that got blown up allegedly. They're going to roll this around and pick up the little kiddies and be like, you like virtual reality, don't you, kids? You want some Bazooka Joe gum? Get in the trailer. For some reason, that was shoved aside. Dude, it's so bad. How are we on time? I don't want to kill you on this, but do you want to do another 10 minutes?
We're over time, but we gotta wind down somehow.
Yeah, well, I don't. We can watch the bagel video. That's what you wanted, right?
I have a feeling it's going to be like the worst video you've had the whole time.
I haven't watched it. I just saw a picture of it, and I was like, "Yeah, that looks like show material." You don't have to try. Adam, it's going to be sad when this is all over and we've decided that burgers aren't gay after all. No matter how many pastors tell us that if you eat that burger, you're going to hell. It's going to be sad how hard this show is going to be when I don't have to try to find clips like this. You want to know the percentage of the clips that we've played that I watched all the way through?
No idea.
Maybe 10%. I just saw the headline, saw a funny video, stuck it on the show. I haven't even watched this interview, and it's over here, and it's like, wow, look at that. We've been saying this the whole time.
And then they go to Christian events, and this is a funny one for me, if you know Greg Lowry, but his church is Harvest in Riverside, and he puts on these big festivals, and he's in a big scandal.
I did.
Who would have guessed?
I know that name, man.
Right now, because he had he ran orphanage. His church ran orphanages in where was it? Man. It's in the show in Eastern Europe, and one of the pastors there allegedly raped and sodomized potentially hundreds of orphans there.
That's why I know that name. How could I forget?
And Greg Lowry knew about it. They sent a team over, and he did nothing about it because it was such a big revenue generator. And he's ironically, hopefully their main spokesperson. They've got a photo of him in their deck too, saying, we want Greg Lowry to be the face of this.
Seriously?
Yeah. So the Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs spends millions of dollars geofencing our churches for pro-Israeli, pro-nation state Israeli propaganda. And if your pastor's behind it, then hey, your pastor's going to say the same thing.
It's just hard to believe.
No, it's not.
Is it? No. No, sorry.
Why do they want Lowry to be in charge of this? Oh, right, because they have an entire dossier on him about this orphanage. And they can go in there and say, take the $10 million and do this, or we'll release the blackmail that we have on you. It's something like that, or we'll prosecute you. We'll bring up the case. We'll send our teams after you. You're going to suffer if you don't do this. And if you do it, you get $10 million. It's carrot and stick.
Yep.
These guys have especially these pastors. We've seen it so many times with these non-denominational mega churches and that sort of thing. They always have a scandal. It's like a joke at this point. They get caught with the secretary or worse, someone in the, teen program or whatever. And every time it happens.
I would say it's almost a requirement of the job is to be blackmailed.
Yeah.
And also to be a monster usually.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I mean, like I've thought a lot about how like wealth can do things to your brain, which it absolutely does. But
yes.
Influence, when you have people groveling at your feet at some of the most desperate times in their lives.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That is a serious position of power and influence, and you get stupid. Yes. I can get away with anything.
Yes.
And a lot of times they do. But I mean, I don't know. I think I don't spend a lot of, okay, so there was one atheist publication that I subscribed to when I was a hardcore atheist, and they had a whole section in their newsletter that was just called Black Collar Crime or White Collar Crime, I think. Or
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just lists of pastors who were caught in scandals, and it was usually at least 50 sections of various pastors all around the country that were caught in scandals.
Yeah.
And I knew names from that list, like Bill Hybels.
Yeah.
I remember reading that and being like, well, duh.
Yeah.
He's the pastor of one of the biggest mega churches in Illinois.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It has, God knows how much money is flowing to and from that place, tax-free. Of course he did something bad.
Yep.
It's like required.
Yeah, the truth is, this is what's crazy, is I remember that section of that paper. I remember reading it because it was out on your table somewhere and going, that checks out.
Yeah.
Yep, that totally checks out. But I wasn't like a combative atheist like you. I was just like, yeah, well, I've seen that before. And that, well, like you were, you're not that way anymore.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, I'm not saying like all pastors are like doing something evil or nefarious behind the scenes, but it is definitely a pattern that the larger the church, the more influence on the leadership, the more likely something bad is going to happen. From a spiritual standpoint, people would say, well, that's of course who Satan's going to target the hardest. It's like, sure.
Yeah. Well,
then guard your heart all the more, sir.
I know we're trying to wrap up, but the next segment is called the exploitation of the elderly.
Oh God.
It's short. It's short, but you want to check it out?
Let's give it a few minutes.
All right.
There's this line in Mark 13, I think, where Jesus is saying to the Pharisees, he's like, or saying to others, religious leaders are in trouble because they wander around in their long flowing robes and they get respect from everyone in the marketplace, but they're actually cheating widows out of their property. Mm-hmm. And you read that and you're like, would a religious leader really cheat a widow out of her property? Like, that's just crazy. Only in first century Palestine could that ever happen. And then you hear, like, it's just amazing. It's just hard. It's hard to believe a religious person would do that.
Well, there's religious organizations that are registered at churches that literally buy out permanent life insurance policies from elderly people that need money for pennies on the dollar.
Actually,
yeah.
Holy shit!
Part of their business model as a church is to basically go up to a widow or elderly couple that's struggling and say, you know what, we're just going to buy your permanent life insurance policy that you've been paying down for 40 years for pennies on the dollar because you need money. There's one that's built, I was told, a $700 million war chest came off of that. They have $700 million sitting in the bank off of buying out elderly people's permanent life insurance policies.
Wow.
So they are.
Man.
And
dude, when Jesus comes back to start flipping tables at the temple, he's going to need more than a whip or whatever he had, a stick.
Yeah.
He's going to need to be swinging around a frickin' oak tree.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
amazing. It really is amazing. And I think, like, to me, I've seen this for a long time, but when you have this guy with the actual like documents, it's like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course that's going on. Just the idea of when we would go to Bill Hybels' church, what was it called?
Willow Creek.
And it felt like a shopping mall. And the sanctuary was the size of a baseball stadium.
Mm-hmm.
It just, every time I'd walk in there, I'd be like, something ain't sitting right with me right now. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like Jesus really wants this.
As a guy who collects donations for talking, there's no way you collect that kind of money from donations. And I didn't realize that until I had enough experience and I learned that there are ways that churches make money and stay alive that have nothing to do with what you put in the offering plate, which is why, suspiciously, so few of them pass around offering plates anymore. They go, oh, that's outdated. No, they just don't need it.
Well, also nobody carries cash anymore.
Stop undermining my point, Israel!
But then again, like, I bet they put a QR code up on the screen and you pay them with your phone.
Yeah.
Like, you still got a virtue signal somehow. Like, I mean, God forbid you just donate silently.
Yeah. I mean, at least we read your notes. All right, this is almost done. Let's go.
My translation reads devouring widows' houses, and they're devouring houses in the name of Jesus.
So what's in your tooth?
Oh, I guess the rest of it's an ad, huh? What's in your toothpaste? Fluoride?
Bitch.
That is my new favorite button. That is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, I know we're done, but do you want to watch the bagel video?
Let's watch the bagel video.
We've been teasing this.
The Goyim are gonna love this. Hi, I'm Dave. I'm CEO of Jewish Bagels of America, and I am here to try our new bagel and cream cheese formula. Our Jewish Bagels of America food scientists have just created a top-of-the-line cream cheese byproduct. It's thick, hydrogenated, but at the same time, creamy and light. Our byproducts are made by Hebes for the Goyim. There's nothing natural about this baby. All chemicals. This is the cream cheese.
Oh,
that's beautiful. I was not expecting that.
Let him finish.
Cheese of the
Get
future.
some.
We make a 99% profit on this. That's why I drive a Ferrari and you don't. Thanks a lot.
What a gangster.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh, I'm glad we closed on that. That was funny.
Yeah, that was funny. I'm glad we saved that one. Instead of, I mean, what if we closed on the Shrek video? That would have
sucked.
That would have sucked bad. Well, that does it, everybody. That's it for this week's episode of the Clowntown Chronicle. Remember to come around for Newsfist stream with me, Aaron C., for clown-based life forms. We are going to be talking about the Tartaria conspiracy, hopefully this week. So get ready for that.
Can I go?
I don't know, man. Maybe you'd be interested. I don't know.
No, I meant to Tartaria.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, it's just to the left. When you get to the fork, take a left, otherwise you'll end up in Agartha, and we don't want that. If you enjoyed the show, please remember to like, rate, subscribe, and all that stuff. Pass it around to your friends. They probably need a laugh, right? And these are not that jagged of red pills, right? It's all couched in fun because this is Clowntown, right? Clowntown, USA. We'll see you all next time. Have an excellent week. Goodbye.
The circus will go on as long as we're around. The clowns have packed up their cars and they're all turned around. For now we must be on our way till our meeting next far away. It's so nice to talk with you. We'll miss you, but we'll see you next Monday.
Bitch.
Episode 1, me in a closet, talking to a houseplant, 'cause it's all I've got. Mic on a shoebox, chair from the curb. I say roll the ad, but they ain't English word. If we had no donors, no patrons at all, we'd mime the episodes on a strip mall wall. Every soundboard effect is just a dial-up tone, and the credits just say, made by me all alone. So here's to the legends who keep this thing strange. You upgraded our closet to a room and some chains, 'cause life's pretty grim in the bargain bin zone. But with you weird heroes, we are slightly less alone.